Hey y'all, I'm Charlene, a solo beauty entrepreneur who specializes in brow transformations, lash extensions, and makeup. I'm also a salon suite owner and your go to girl for all things beauty, business, and becoming her. If you're building your business and want a little realness, routine, and glow of energy along the way, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. So, I want to start off by just telling you a little bit about who I am and my journey to getting to this place in my life. If you look back at my journal, all you see, not all, but a lot of what you see is me crying out to the Lord. I'm like, Lord, like, just tell me what to do. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. Tell me what you want for my future and I will do it. And I'm like, at the end of the day, all I want to do is glorify you. And I want my life to be a manifestation of your glory, a manifestation of your hand on my life. So, whatever it is that you tell me to do is what I'm going to do. So, I applied the second time to a few different schools. Again, rejection. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? So now I'm like, I don't know what to do. Now I really don't know what to do. Now I'm an adult, adult. I was younger than 25, but now I'm an adult and I really don't know what direction I'm going to take. So one day I was like, all right, let me sit down, pull out my journal, write all the things that I like to do, all the things that people tell me like, oh, you're so good at this, or, they encourage me in one way or the other. And I just wrote down a list. Then I went to sleep. I'm pretty sure I prayed after that list. In the middle of the night, it's like I got a word and it was esthetician. So I woke up, I wrote down esthetician. At the time, it was just like, I don't really know what that is exactly, but I went back to sleep. Then after I woke up, I looked up the word esthetician. If you guys don't know what that is, here's the definition right here. Once I looked it up, I was like, okay, all right, this kind of makes sense for me. All the things too that I listed, it makes sense. This can encompass all of those things. So I was like, so all right, let me look this up. What is it? What schools around me, what programs around me are there? And thankfully, the college that I was already going to, they actually had an aesthetics program. I was like, you know what? If anything, I'm going to get into the program and just do this while I wait to apply to a nursing program. And the aesthetics program was only a few months. It was like August, September, October. Yeah, so it was about like 4 months. So that's what I did. And at that time, which was around 2015, it wasn't popping like that. So it was easy to get in and it was much cheaper than it is now. Trying to get into aesthetics now is much pricier. And it's like the wait time. There's wait lists to these programs now. But of course it is very doable. If this is your passion, hey, why not? What ended up happening is I decided to go to school for that. And mind you, I enjoyed doing brows. I was building up a little clientele while I was in high school and middle school, doing my friends' brows, tweezing them, even razoring them too. I started gaining a little clientele. Like, I was like, okay. Then I started going to school. Then I started going to college and full time and working full time. And I would have clients that would text me like, "Hey, girl, can you fit me in for your brow? I mean, for my brows, etc." I was like, "Dang, I can't really do that because I'm going to school and I am working." So I had to dial it back. I was like, "Dang, I kind of felt bad." Like, I was like, "I don't understand this feeling. Like, I hate that I'm building something and then I have to take it away due to me going into a direction that I wasn't even necessarily feeling 100% confident about. So who knows? Probably could have been further, but hey, that's just a human thought. We're not gonna, meditate on that. So I ended up doing the program. I ended up getting licensed, and I was like, I like this. So then I continued to build my clientele up, doing, brows from home. Then I started working as a facial specialist at a corporate spa. And I just started to go from there. I started adding lash extensions. Then a couple of years later, I started like doing makeup and everything. And just to think about, kind of getting a little emotional, just to think about little old me who had no idea what she wanted to be, what she wanted to do with her life, and having sleepless nights thinking about it. And I'm like, God is so good. Because I told him, whatever it is that you tell me to do, I'm going to do it. No matter what it might look like to other people, I'm going to do it. And now I'm at a place where I feel satisfied. I feel like I have accomplished something inside of me. I reached a level that I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that I would be here. Like, who would have thought that I would be sitting right here as a solo beauty entrepreneur, owner of a salon suite, and doing something that I truly love? And they say when you love something, you never work a day in your life. And I can relate. I had a few other jobs, before any of this. And boy, I tell you, there were some days I'm like, I do not want to go to work. How can I get out of this? But it's like, it's so crazy because with my business, I've never felt that way. There would be days where I'm like tired, yeah, but I've never felt like I don't want to come to work. Oh, I don't want to, try to fit this person into my schedule. I don't want to, you know, satisfy my clients. It truly just brings me joy to be here. Of course, it's not easy. It's definitely a roller coaster. I do feel as though this route, not necessarily the beauty industry, but more so like entrepreneurship, is definitely has to be graced by God. God has to call you to it. God has to grace you for it. God has to create a path for you specifically to do it. It is a roller coaster. You have to have a strong mind. You have to have a strong mental state. And we'll get into, a lot of those things in further videos, like limiting beliefs and different things that you have to unlock and that you have to unblock when it comes to entrepreneurship and, your self-belief and just your ambition. But I am just so thankful to God that He opened my eyes. I'm thankful too that I was sensitive enough to the Holy Spirit too to always be at His feet, asking Him what it is that I should do, and being sensitive to that word, esthetician. Like what, you know? I never would have thought that this would be my reality, but it is. But, I love making people feel good. I love making people feel beautiful. I love making people feel like just purely just happy. I love that. And I'm so grateful that God has graced me to be in the position that I am, to encounter so many women, to hear their stories, and to just pour it back into them as well. I'm just very thankful for that. So if you are someone who is struggling on whether you don't know what to do with your life, with your career choice, all I want to say is submit it to God. Submit that thought to God. Write in your journal as well, because you're going to want to look back at the moment. You're going to want to look back at these moments. When God has taken you out of it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember when. Oh my gosh, I remember those days. Writing your journal, it's life changing. But I want to say to you that you were created with a purpose. Um, God has a plan for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. So I want you to believe that. I want you to meditate on that. If you are struggling right now, just knock and He'll answer. I truly believe that. And you have to believe that for yourself as well. Because if you don't believe it, it's going to be harder for your eyes to see. I also want to encourage you to be a little bit more open to the possibilities of what that could look like. don't have such a strict way of thinking. Try different things, different hobbies. You know, you might find that you love it so much, and oh my gosh, this was what was missing. This was a missing puzzle piece of my life, you know? So I just want to encourage you, and everybody's story is going to look different. I know so many other people who may be in the same, you know, place that I am, but their story is totally different. And there's no comparing. My life is my life. My story is my story. I'm here today by the grace of God doing what I love. And I just want the same for you. I hope that this video encouraged you. I hope that this just gave you a little insight also about who I am. And I hope that you look forward to more videos from me. This is just a start. So if you guys have more questions on what it is, what it's like being an entrepreneur, a beauty entrepreneur specifically, owning a salon suite, I would love to do a tour for you guys one day. Also, if you're a beauty professional or at least someone looking to get into the beauty industry, you might just be wondering, are there any other people like you? Are there anybody who's relatable? You want to kind of get to know a little bit of like the behind the scenes and like how does someone balance, you know, life and business? Let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoy my channel. Thank you so much. I thank you so much in advance for liking and subscribing. Hey guys, so if you're interested in any of my other videos, click here and we'll see you next week.